Um, the first part is cultivating this ability to notice phenomena, you know, which is basic and simple, but we are so much used to being lost in phenomena. I mean, yeah, we notice the traffic, we notice things or that, but in terms of the inner world, the natural state of humanity is that our real nature, you know, what we really are, the self, is constantly hypnotized with what arises, thoughts, feelings. Uh, Also, it gets even worse than that. Is that because of childhood trauma and various things, it's not safe to feel, or we kind of try not to feel so much and not to feel the disconnection with the mother and the father and this. And so many of us, we develop these great strategies to not feel so much, which helped. But now it's a big burden. It creates problems. So many of us, we are kind of lost in thoughts and having not much, feeling numb. Or sometimes something happens and we feel a lot. So we are lost. We, as the awareness, is velcroed to some feeling, some sadness, some shame, and then there's the thoughts, and so there's a whole cluster. I call it washing machine. And then so we are in the washing machine and suffering. So without this ability to first be able to um, watch the phenomena, by watching the phenomena, we are a little bit distanced from it. So we are no longer, it's no longer you. So it's a space, you know. So that's already, without that, it's hard to do any healing or any awakening work or anything. A lot of, so what's called mindfulness, that even for regular psychology now, it's like mainstream mindfulness, is this ability to witness phenomena, witness the breath, witness thoughts, witness sounds, and that they discovered that actually activates some other part of the brain, and actually it has a lot of good effects, like calming, so calming the nervous system, quieting the mind. There's a lot of medical effects, like the blood pressure and the heart. I mean, these are evidence-based stuff. Yeah. Um, Now, in the second part of the meditation we just had, basically, I went one step further, which is beyond mindfulness. Mindfulness is being aware of phenomena. I went a little further um, in the realm of spirituality or philosophy or stuff, is to realize that it's not just phenomena here. Obviously, there's something which is aware of the phenomena. So, and actually phenomena come and go, but something remains, you know? So actually that which is aware of phenomena is very stable, actually, because that which was aware of the taste of milk when we were baby is the same as aware now of the ice cream. So, yeah, the second part was to be aware of the noumena, which is a Greek term. I know we use these words, but it helps. Is that which is aware, but also I was in a path, you know, that was very much focused on awareness, but somehow I had this misconception that somehow awareness is somewhere here in my head and I'm watching stuff. Somehow I didn't quite get it, that awareness is not outside, outside somewhere. It's more like that awareness is that which perceives, but awareness is that in which stuff pop up. our being. And so that, if we recognize that and we are interested in that, that will bring much more relief, and much more is like the ultimate refuge. So you are able to, at will, go down from the hurricane a little below, and in the ocean it's peace and calm. So for a long time this will be like, oh, I don't get it, it's subtle, I don't get it. I know I was like this for me too, but if we are interested and if we practice, if we are interested and we practice certain things, what I said in a meditation would be like, yeah, yeah. So that would be actually what would be called self-abiding, self-remembering, like resting in awareness, resting as awareness. And then when we are able to do that or be that, so that will be like, oh, I'm aware of being, I'm aware of being here, and also aware of stuff that appear, so in this way, it's a whole other complete setting. Also, witnessing or even being able to rest as the emnas that we are, this is not, from my experience, and apologize to Ramana or anybody else, great sages, that's not enough to free oneself from suffering. That's not enough. Why? Because, if we sit like this, as we said, you probably notice that it gets calmer and it's more peaceful. And then maybe you have some experience of presence and it's good. But there's a lot of stuff that we all have, myself included, that is not coming up. It's not coming up. It's not arising. Like distrust of men or of women, fear of loss. I'm not lovable. What will they think of me? Am I enough? All this trauma, all of this stuff, they are kind of buried down there. And just even if we meditate a lot and we are abiding in awareness, from my experience, I may be wrong, but to the best of my investigation for years and years, that's not enough. So that's what I want to say. So the witnessing and the being part is part of the being aspect, circle of being, shadow work, so the being aspect. What's necessary in order to diminish the suffering is actually to have those stuff, fear of loss, fear of abandonment, fear of being vulnerable, all these stuff that many of them we don't even know we have them. We need somehow that they are seen. They are seen deeply, and they are seen from the conscious, adult, mature presence. Because all those patterns or limiting beliefs, they were created through a child, by a child intelligence, And children are, quoting Gabor Mate, they are narcissists, but not as a pathology. They are naturally, for a child, it's all about me. As a child, it's all about me. Everything revolves around me, and that's normal. And so when a mommy or daddy is upset or is irritable or frustrated about anything else, but they are feeling that, the baby takes it on that it's about me. The baby or the child doesn't get it that, oh, daddy is stressed from work, man. No, the child gets it that there's something wrong with me. I'm upsetting daddy. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. And it's then created all these adaptations, all these messages. It's not okay to feel angry. I can never be angry because parents say, good girls are not angry. So the child gets the message, not that to be a good girl. They get a message that anger is not allowed. That becomes suppressed. That becomes all kind of stuff, you know. Anyway, coming back to, so in order to free oneself from this is necessary more than just deep meditation and deep witnessing. However, we can't process those pesky, beliefs, and we can't, because first of all, they don't come out, and second of all, is that we are getting hooked on them right away, because that's what happened when somebody leaves us or somebody says something, we get triggered. That's what happened. Some of the old beliefs come up and we are Velcro to them, so they are too sticky. So the witnessing and the mindfulness is not going to empty the bag of suffering. However, we need that in order to tackle those things.